all part of history. You know why? Because this is the first time in the history of WFG that we're going to fill up 4 separate arenas. Give yourself a big hand. Now, you know, we got this arena filled. Hello, Mandalay Bay. You know, I got a dear friend over at Mandalay Bay, Andy Nguyen. And you know what? Andy's team just hit executive chairman. Can we hear you, Andy Nguyen's team? Oh, I like this competition. I know you guys are cheering. I'm not competitive at all. How about Canada? Are you guys on Mandalay Bay? And here. How about my dear friend Penny Oi's team here? Publicly. Okay, all right, Penny. I gotta admit something publicly. I'm a little biased. No, I'm a lot biased because I believe our team is the best team, and on 3, I want to hear the legacy. 1, 2, 3, legacy! Resources. Why would they put that in to put on an event like this? Because they're doing it for you. They're letting you know that they believe in you. I'm talking about way up in the rafters up there. They believe in you. That's why they put it on. You know what? I want you to give a big hand to our home office, Susan Davies, and all the home office employees that did so many hours of work. Let's let it hear tonight. I want to tell you something. My career didn't start out this way. I know it looks like I was born this way, but my career didn't start out this way. I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I got a lot of D's in high school, and so I took a job at the post office on 3rd shift. They call it the debt shift, by the way. And I did that for 15 years. And one day my boss shows me an article in Time magazine about this balding football coach named Art Williams, and that you could work on a spare time basis, on a referral basis. And I thought to myself, you know, I think I could do that. So I wrote a letter, a powerful letter. You know what I said? Dear Art, please send me information on your company. It's a true story. And you know what? It ended up that the #1 person in that company somehow got my letter. And you know what? I'm one of the only people alive today that actually met Art Williams before I filled out my hiring papers. Now, wouldn't you think with a start like that, I made $1 million my first year? I could lie right now, but I can't lie to you. Because my beautiful wife and I, we had to start in our house, a 700 square foot house, because we didn't have any money to buy an office, because my mentor lived 800 miles from me. Gonna have some sympathy, please. You know, we had a shotgun house. You know what a shotgun house is? When you shoot a shotgun through the front door, it goes right out the back door. That's how small the house was. And so we're starting to beat bills, and I'm scared to death. I never talked in front of people before, right? My wife and I used to have a guest in our home. So as I'm doing, you know, as we're doing meetings and things, you know, it's like a disaster at my house. And I remember, you know, I started field training people, but no one ever field trained me, right? So we went on an appointment. And then, you know what, they brought the agent over. You ever have an appointment like that? You go on an appointment, you start to feel good about yourself, and they bring the other agent over. You know what I'm like? So I'm sitting down, and then this guy comes out of the dark. And as I'm talking, he says to me, what are the internal fees in this product? And I said, well, they're inside the product. And some of them are high, and some of them are low. Did you ever say something that when it came out of your mouth, you knew it was very stupid? Yeah, and my trainee knew it. And I walked out of that house with my tail tucked between my legs, and I didn't even talk to my trainee. You know what I did? I quit. I couldn't take it. So I called my mentor. I said, hey, thank you for all you've done for me. But I don't think I'm meant to do this. I think I'm meant to be a postal worker. And you know what he did? He started laughing out loud like this. He said, Kapp, you can't quit this thing. I said, I can't? He said, if this is something you could quit, you would have got fired a long time ago. You can't quit. And you know, when I was so naive that when I hung up the phone, I was like, you mean you can't quit this thing? Okay, so now I'm getting a little better, right? I found out the feel, found, felt method, you know what I mean? When someone gives you objection, I know how you feel, felt the same way. So here I am, I'm doing a BPM in my little living room. I don't know what to do with my associates, so we had a pull downstairs. Anybody know what that is? You gotta be older to understand a pull downstairs. And I set the associates up them stairs to go up in my attic, and I put some 4x8 plywood down, and they would listen to like Art Williams videos up there, right? And then somebody would be in my daughter's room trying to make a sale. And you'd hear the people upstairs. This Kapp, know what he's doing? He doesn't even tell us anything, right? It's coming right in my BPM, right? And then I hear a guy in my daughter's bedroom because the walls were like paper thin in my house. And the guy says, I don't want to buy insurance. And then the guy goes, no, you have to, it's a filter. And the guy goes, I'm walking out. And then the guy walked right in front of me. In my BPM, he walked out and slammed the door. And then I'm trying to give a BPM. And I want to quit so bad. And then this guy raises his hand. And I'm kind of like, hey, I got the feel felt on. He goes, hey, I got a question. I go, sure, what is your question? He said, this seems so great. How come you got a full-time job? Your wife's got a full-time job. You can't even afford an office. You got to work on your house. And you're 6'4", you drive an old Honda Civic. And I said, I sound like I was talking to tongues. I said, and the whole BPM left my house. This is a true story. They all walked out. And I didn't want to tell the people upstairs. So they all came down to pull downstairs. They said, hey, where's all the guests? I said, the BPM let out a little early today. I wish these stories weren't true. I wish I could make up something about how great I was. And you know what? I quit again. But this time I'm not going to call my mentor and get laughed at. I told my wonderful wife, Tina, because I thought I wasn't making any money, right? I'm working third shift, she's working second shifts. And I said, honey, I'm quitting this thing. And I thought she was going to give me the biggest hug in the world and say, you finally came to your senses. You know what Tina said to me? I don't want you to quit. I was like, you're kidding me, I'm not making any money. And she said, you know what? I've been watching you grow. Remember when you couldn't even dial the phone in the beginning? Remember when to go on an appointment, you went around the block like 6 times just to go inside? And she said, you know what? I've been watching you grow as a person. And this is the man I married you. And she said this to me. She said, I want you to never forget what I'm going to tell you. I believe in you. And I needed that so badly right there. See, the reason I love my wife for 41 years is because she believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And you know what? I tell people, I want you to give all the training you can, but don't forget to believe in your people. But then at some point, you know what I realized? I can't keep waiting for my leader to believe in me and give me a t-shirt. I can't keep waiting for my wife to believe in me. I gotta believe in myself. And that's when the transition started to change in me. I started believing in myself one day at a time, one day at a time, one day at a time. And one of the powerful things I learned to have confidence, who'd like to have their confidence shoot through the roof right now? Here it is. It's the great Kapp 3-step formula to have your confidence shoot through the roof. Number 1, you gotta know what you know. Don't I sound like I'm from Milwaukee? Yeah, you gotta know what you know. Number 2, you gotta know who knows what you don't know. What's number 1?
That's all you have to know.
What's number 2? You know, Joe DePaula, I don't like to say number 3 because when I do, half the people quit. I mean, a Cub Scout could do 1 and 2. You know what number 3 is? Are you ready? That's all you need to know. And then that gave me such confidence. Unbelievable confidence. And then you know what? All of a sudden, we started to change, right? Because we started changing our habits. I went from being a worrier to being a visualizer, right? I went from being a procrastinator to saying, do it now. And then all of a sudden, we got our ring. And you know what? I wish you would know what it's like to be me. Because you know there's a saying that most leaders are surrounded by followers, but there are a few leaders that are surrounded by people who are greater than them. How would you like to override the great Jamie and Sean Villalobos? You know, I'm going to introduce Jamie later, so I'm not going to go further than. How would you like to override the one and only John Shin? You know, John Shin gave Inner Circle to this whole company. It was a gift to this whole company. And you know what? I thank him for that. How would you like to override the MVP? I'm not even going to make you wait until tonight. How would you like to override the MVP of this entire company? Eric Olson. Am I not a blessed man? Can we put that picture up? You know what? Eric Olson told me, he said, Greg, our team in May is going to do 600,000 points. And to be honest, I thought that was kind of big, right? And then I went to San Jose, and you know what? I was introduced to 10 or 11 multi-millionaires in Eric's base shop. And he sent me a text. Eric's very funny. He says, Greg, my great leader, I want to apologize that we didn't do the 600,000 I promised you. We did 1.3 million for you. And then how would you like to override the wingman of all wingmen, the most loyal man and I've ever met in my life, the one, the only, Jeffrey Levitan. You see why I'm the most best man here? If you build a team, it'll come, I promise you, but you gotta believe. And I could talk about Jeff Levitan for 2 straight days, but I get to introduce him today. Somehow God set this whole thing up that I get to introduce him to you. And you know what? It's my privilege and my honor right now.